Hey everybody, I got into picking at a spot here that my dermatologist doesn't know what it is, so sorry about that. So I am Richard, welcome to Nightmares, Tears, Anyone. Today I'm going to be doing two reviews on these two books right here. Small Town Monsters and what was the other one? The Nesting. Come back right after the intro. Remember, you can always fast forward through the intro if you want. I myself like it. Come on back, you guys. Hey, welcome back, you guys. I'm Richard and the host of the channel. So before I start, I'm gonna take a sip. Now, am I in a candy mood today or what? Reese's peanut butter cups, not Reese's Pieces. Those are not good. Only E.T. liked them. And M&M's, M&M peanuts. Yeah. Nothing like a good cup of hot coffee. So, hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. We did. Went to Bruce's sister's. We didn't have to cook. Bruce did bake 2 pies though. So, hey. So let's get into these reviews. So, I'm going to do 2 reviews today. One on Small Town Monsters by Diana Rodriguez Wallach. That one right there. This came out September 7th, 2021. Yeah, just a couple months ago. It's 336 pages, and then I'm going to be doing a quick review on this one, The Nesting. Now, I just finished listening to The Nesting last night. This is by C.J. Cook, 416 pages, came out September 29th, 2020, so a little over a year ago. Now, I'm going to be doing Small Town Monsters first. So, speaking of Small Town Monsters, I want to welcome Lisa Wallace to the channel. So Lisa over at the Spooky Cauldron, Creepy Cauldron. Yeah, welcome to Nightmares, Tears, Anyone. And I've got 4 others, but their page isn't 4 new ones. But their page isn't public, so I have no idea what their names are. So, where do I start with these 2 books? Let me see. I'm going to do The Nesting first. So I finished listening to The Nesting last night, and it only took me 2 days to listen to it. What can I say about this book? So this book is, this is the way I put it. Well, let's just say if you took Disney's Frozen and you mixed it with The Exorcist or another weird devil possession book or movie, this is what you would come out with. Now, Sophie / Lexi, she starts out, well, the book starts out with her trying to commit suicide. We don't know why. We don't find out till later in the book. And when you do find out, it's actually a very good twist in the book. Now, she takes a job. Well, here's how she takes the job. She's on the train, and she overhears this young woman, talking to somebody about this job she wants to apply for. And that's where she's going to apply for a job that is in Norway. And she wants to apply as a nanny to these 2 young girls. One is just an infant, the other one is 6 years old, and their father, Tom Faraday, has just lost his wife and the girls, their mother, to suicide. We don't know why she committed suicide till the very end of the book, but he is very wealthy, and he is an engineer slash architect of this big housing development, and one of his wishes before his wife took her own life was to build a dream house that sits on the side of a cliff or a mountain, kind of like, that is ecologically friendly and safe and all solar powered and all that good stuff. So the whole book is about him trying to build this house. Now, his two daughters, Gaia and... God, why am I having a brain fart today? Gaia and... Gaia and Coco. Yeah, so Gaia and Coco. Yeah, Coco is the little one, Gaia is the older one. When Sophie gets to the house and she interviews and she gets the job, Gaia comes up to her and she's like, "Oh, are you going to be my nanny? Are you going to, be our nanny? Just be careful. You got to watch out for the sad lady." And Sophie's like, "The sad lady? Who's the sad lady?" And Gaia tells her, she said, "She's a really scary lady that I see walking around our property." And hang on, I got to take a sip of coffee. "And the scary thing about the sad lady, she's always sad and she has no eyes." And Sophie's like, "The sad lady and she has no eyes?" Sophie's like, "Wow, this could be kind of creepy." Well, story goes on and on and on. And when I say it goes on and on and on and on, it's labeled and marketed as a horror novel. This is definitely not a horror novel. It's more of a mystery thriller kind of with a ghost. If you like a slow burn story that takes place in the remote part of Norway, and with the fjord, and it's just, you're gonna love it. I didn't love it. I was impressed with her writing. I did enjoy it. I gave it a 3-star rating on my Goodreads account. I'm not going to read the review like I normally do, but you can go right down there. I'll put a link in the basement to my Goodreads account. You can read the review for both that and Small Town Monsters. Now, I'm going to get to this one, Small Town Monsters. Small Town Monsters, actually, Small Town Monsters was released September 7th, 2021 by Diana Rodriguez Wallach. It has 336 pages. Now, this was, and by the way, I gave The Nesting 3 stars. I did like it. I would recommend it, like I said, to people who like a slow burn, more of a mystery thriller. And now, Small Town Monsters, where do I go with this? This was really, really a strange book. It too is labeled as a horrifying horror novel, and it didn't scare me either. But I'm gonna show you the cover of Small Town Monsters. This cover is actually very, very cool. I listened to both of these, so I don't have the physical copies. However, what I'll do, I'll just post the picture right here so you can see it. I can't get this to load because, we're installing new cable today and all this other stuff, so our wireless is all messed up. But this book, where do I go with this? Okay, I'm just going to read you my review on Goodreads because this is the easiest way to do it. So I said, I was impressed but not scared by this book about demonic possession and demons and a couple of teenage characters that were not as fleshed out as well as they could have been. However, what really impacted me was the fact that the author accessed and based this on real cases and real people to base her writing on, and it actually works in Small Town Monsters. Vera Martinez is tormented by devils and demons. Here's a funny thing. Vera Martinez is the main character's name, who has the same first name as Vera Farmiga, who played Lorraine Warren in all the Conjuring movies and all that good stuff. Now, as soon as I start reading this, you'll understand why I just told you that. She is tormented by devils and demons, but they are the demons that both her parents exorcise out of possessed victims. Yes, she is basically the daughter of the Warrens, Ed and Lorraine, and it actually works here in this book, as I said earlier. Now, the town of Roaring Creek has monsters, and I am talking about tons of them, and they are from the very depths of hell itself. But the town is ruled by the devil himself. Vera's parents are demonologists, and they are very much based on the Warrens. However, not to the point that this becomes just another ripoff of Ed and Lorraine Warren and their daughter Judy. No, this is not. As I was listening to this, I kept thinking, oh my God, this is just a ripoff of the Warrens and their daughter Judy. But Vera is a lot more outspoken than Judy is. Now, we don't really know too much about Judy in the real world, in our real life, because she's very private. She is married to the man who runs the museum that Ed and Lorraine Warren had in their house. But, so where was I? Now, if this were a based on the real life story of Judy Warren, this is the book you would want to read. Maxwell, also known as Max, as he's referred to in the book, Oliver is a popular boy at his high school, and in these important years, he has never spoke a word to Vera in the halls. This is right. This is true. She is the weird one, whose parents are even weirder, but she is the first one who reaches out to him when he first starts to notice that his alcoholic mother is changing. Yes, his mother needs help, and Vera is the one that is going to help Max fight this changing in his mother. Max has a younger sister, and he fears for her life when he is at school, and he must save her from the one that we are supposed to love and trust the most, our parents, which is his mother. Now, he's petrified of his mother. He's absolutely, he's actually very scared by his mother. His mother is turning into this very strange thing, and I'll get into that in a minute. Max's mom starts sleepwalking, talking to herself in a voice that Max does not recognize. Then he hears her whispering to something that he cannot see, yet fears. This is a book about a town that suffers from tragedy already, and it was a tragedy that took the lives of many of the residents and changed the remaining townsfolk's beliefs forever and ever, and the author does this well. She does tell a very slow-moving, creepy, but a very compelling story. But she could have really taken this further. Way further, but she didn't. Now, this book is labeled YA, and I did not know this before I started to listen to the audiobook on Libby. But that was not the problem, in my opinion. The only problem was it was not scary, and it wasn't what I personally call a horror story. The only problem is that it was not scary, and the narrator was horrible. And if you look, I put the word horrible in capital letters. Yes, she was horrible in trying to make her voice sound like a demonic presence coming out of the afflicted victims in the tale. Yeah, she didn't even do it that good, and I'm not even an actor. She was horrible. Instead of wanting to sound like Regan McNeil in The Exorcist, she sounded like what we would think Mario and Luigi would sound like if they were drunk, and human actors. I did enjoy this and would have easily given this book a 5-star rating if it would have been scary, but it just did not scare me at all. It didn't even really creep me out at all. I would recommend it though to anyone who does not want the shit scared out of them while reading a horror novel. I bumped it up to a 3 demon / devil. Yeah, not a scary book, but a lot of people like it. I would never read it again, but I would I would read another book by this author when she publishes it. Her writing was good. It just could have been so much scarier. And Vera and Max really needed to be fleshed out more. And this creature, this thing that is possessing his mother, it was kind of really stupid when it was revealed. But hey, you guys, we can't win every single time we read a horror novel. So sometimes books will scare the shit out of us where actually I have nightmares or I'm afraid to go to bed. Sometimes they're just a book like, wow, that was a waste of 6 or 8 or 10 or even 12 hours of my life that I'll never get back. But hey, I was working on a jewelry order for some wedding jewelry, for some bridal jewelry that I took at the order at the 3-day Harvest Festival that we did 2 weekends ago. So was it a weekend ago? Yeah, it was. It was last weekend. Oh my God. So yeah, I've just been really, really busy. But you guys, if you haven't done so already, and if you love horror as much as I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. Talk about the channel. Share it with your friends. I would love to get any comments down below. I love to answer them all. And hey, you guys, I've been reading horror for a long time. I love to talk horror and I love to get scared. These two just didn't scare me. However, I still gave them both 3 stars. So you guys, drink coffee. Yes, always drink coffee. What else? Like I always say, live your life like a storybook, you guys. Just don't ever turn that last page. Unless you're listening to an audiobook and you want to hear the afterword. And the afterword and the acknowledgments, or whatever they're called, at the end of Small Town Monsters were absolutely great. And if you listen to this book, make sure you hear the afterword and the acknowledgments at the end of the book. That was really, really, really good. So you guys, I'm Richard with Nightmares, Tears, Anyone. Once again, welcome Lisa Wallace. And you guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for spending this time with me. And you guys, let's get scared. Pick up a good scary book. It's good for you guys. Hey, Ben. Hey, Larry. Hey, B. And Adriana and all you followers that have followed me, from the beginning of this journey. You guys, let's get scared. Take care, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Watch out for those demons. Take care, you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.